Thanks to some leaks from FunMW2 and FoxySnaps on Twitter, we now know that the Duke of Death will be in GTA Online. Well, actually, we've known for a long time, but I didn't get around to recording this video until last night. Nonetheless, it will be available for both regular players and returning players. For returning players, it'll be completely free. For non-returning players, it'll cost $665,000. If you don't know what a returning player means, it means that your account that you're playing on right now, your social club that is linked to your gamertag, PSN, or that you're using on PC, has once been linked and played on the Xbox 360 or PS3. Rockstar says that you need to at least do the prologue mission while linked to the social club, and it automatically qualifies you to be a returning player, and that's how you get, you know, the Dukes, the Ballista Compact, the Dodo Seaplane. Thankfully, this isn't just for returning players. Like I said, it's for all players, but it's free for returning players. Now, this sparked some conversation in the community. People asking, is this more OP than the Armored Kuruma, and will it destroy free mode lobbies even more? Which, honestly, I don't think that Rockstar could destroy. Well, actually, it's Rockstar. Of course, it can destroy free mode lobbies even more. But, you know, with things like the Armored Insurgent, fucking bulletproof helmets, the homing launcher, sniper dancers, GTA Online's free mode has been fucked for a long time, guys. They militarized it way too much. Now they have this fucking gun running shit. They might be adding even more military shit. GTA Online free mode has been fucked up for me since a long time. That's why I don't play it. So what does the Duke of Death have over the Armored Kuruma? Well, for one, it can take more explosives. 2 to be exact, whereas the Armored Kuruma can only take 1 explosive, which isn't that big of a difference, honestly, because thanks to the addition of the compact grenade launcher, as long as you're on a bike, taking out Armored Kurumas and now the Duke of Death is a piece of cake. It's easy as shit. Just ride up on them, and trust me, if you're on a fast enough bike and you're on a drive, you're definitely going to catch up to an armored car and blow it up. Not the same story for the Insurgent, of course, because somehow, someway in Rockstar's universe, an Armored Kuruma takes 1 explosive to kill, Duke of Death takes 2 explosives, fucking Tank takes 3 explosives, and Insurgent takes 6. Why? Rockstar logic. So it does have 1 up on the Kuruma so far. Another thing it has over the Kuruma is the top speed in a straight line. No, I am not Broughy, so I don't know the circuit speed. I'm guessing that in a circuit, the Armored Kuruma is probably faster. If you want to know which one's faster on a circuit, wait for Broughy's video, because I'm not going to copy Broughy and do that shit. But I know in a straight line, making sure that they start from the same point and end at the same point, I know that the Armored Kuruma is a second slower than the Duke of Death, which isn't that big of a fucking deal, honestly. Now, one thing you might be saying is, what about bullet penetration? Because none of these cars are completely bulletproof. Nothing is completely bulletproof in GTA Online. Even the Tank does have a weak spot where you can snipe through it and kill the driver. The Armored Kuruma, if you did not know, only has bullet penetration at the windows on the doors. That is it. You can't get shot from the windshield, the rear windshield, nowhere. You can't. The only place you can get shot is through the driver's side window, the passenger window, and I believe the back windows as well, if you have a passenger in the back seat. The Duke of Death is a different story. You can get shot from the windshield, you can get shot from both sides, you can get shot from pretty much anywhere except from the back window of the car. So if a player could shoot you, a fucking AI can definitely shoot you if you're on hard difficulty. So I do not see the Duke of Death being very practical for heists, especially when you have things like the Armored Kuruma, which can seat 4 players. The Duke of Death can only seat 2 players. Well, let's talk about price. The Armored Kuruma costs $525,000. The Duke of Death, if you're not a returning player, thanks to this image provided by FoxySnaps, cost $665,000. So is the Duke of Death better than the Armored Kuruma? Well, let's see. It takes 1 more rocket than it, and in a straight line, it is barely faster than it. Barely. Which is surprising, because I thought that the Armored Kuruma would be faster because of the traction that it gets, the traction multiplier, I believe that's what they refer to it as, from the spoiler. Because if you did not know, adding any aftermarket spoiler to a car in GTA Online gives it more traction, and somehow, someway, the traction multiplier makes it speed up and go a lot faster. That's why cars like the RE7B, I believe, was broken at launch, and it was like the fastest car in the game at one point. If you want to hear more about that, I'll have a link to one of Broughy's videos if I can find it on his channel. He has so many videos. But I'll try to link it down below if you want to hear a more in-depth explanation from someone who knows what he's actually talking about. But I thought with an aftermarket spoiler, the Armored Kuruma would actually be faster than Duke of Death, but it's not. Keep in mind, both of these vehicles are fully upgraded to the max with turbo, EMS, you know, everything. But it's not in a straight line anyways. So no, the Duke of Death is not OP. It's not going to destroy lobbies, as if that was even possible at this point. I will be buying one, not for the armor, not because it takes more explosives, because I don't drive an Armored Kuruma anyways unless I'm doing heists. I'll be buying it because I like the look of the car and I like the sound of the car. It actually sounds like a muscle car. Most of the muscle cars in GTA Online, the engine sound is very low. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that notices, but the engine sound is very low and it just doesn't sound like a muscle car. This sounds like a mean muscle car. The Duke of Death and that one Halloween car, I forgot the name of it, that came out for Halloween, the limited edition one, those sound like real muscle cars. And Duke of Death looks actually pretty sick when you customize it too. And it has those big fog lamps on the roof. It's a badass looking car. So I'll be buying it either way. Oh, and I forgot to mention this one thing. The Duke of Death can pretty much stop any car in its way. If you crash into an oncoming car, it's not going to slow you down much. You're going to plow right through that. But then again, it's Rockstar, meaning they could just strip those special properties from the car when you go into online. We don't know yet. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped you out if you're on the fence about buying the Duke of Death. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.